All right, my name's Pam McAfee, and I'm here to
Just
show
state
you
your
a
address
picture.
for the record, please.
I'm sorry?
Just state your address for the record, please.
I live at 590 Santa Fe Road, West Palm Beach, Florida. I also live on the Palm Beach Canal, which is the C-51, and I'm here to share a picture of my husband, myself, and our 2 dogs on a boat ride. The picture was taken on May 9th. The dog in the front is Bella. The dog in the back is her mother. Unbeknownst to me, this was her last boat ride. Like I said, we live on the Palm Beach Canal. Bella, unfortunately, ate a lily pad and it killed her. On May 23rd, we took our boat out of the water to clean it, and some lily pads got on the
Hold on for a
trailer.
minute. Madam Clerk, can you start the time, please? Thank you.
And the lily pads were left on the trailer and they dropped in our yard. Bella ate one. I didn't know at the time that it was toxic, but South Florida Water Management did. On May 6th, they did testing on the Palm Beach Canal, and it came back positive for blue-green algae toxins. They tested again north and south of where I live on May 20th. Again, it tested positive for toxins. The public was not aware of this. I was not aware of this. I rushed Bella to the emergency vet. I let them know we lived on the canal. I let them know about the blue-green algae, but again, I didn't know it was toxic. Bella, unfortunately, died. These are the last pictures I have of her at the vet's office as she's vomiting blood and bleeding through her mouth. It was a slow, painful death for my dog. My dog weighed 78 pounds. She was not small. And what concerns me is that there are children that weigh much less than her that are on these canals, skiing, wakeboarding, in the boats with their families. And our waterways aren't safe. Our waterways are toxic. And I'm begging anyone who's listening to please, let's try and get these cleaned up. And most importantly here tonight, I would like to ask for the public's help, or whoever I might get help from, to post the waterways in a fashion that they can be read when you're in a boat. We went down and we took some pictures on Thursday of 4 postings from where South Florida Water Management tested the water. You can't even read what the signs say from the waterway. We were in our boat and we couldn't read them. So I think those need to be posted bigger, more dynamic, because what we're dealing with is toxins. I had Bella's vomit sent to a lab because the emergency vet couldn't figure out what was wrong with her and what was making her bleed. Her testing came back 10 times more toxic than the test that they had run in 2018. It was 1 million times the safe limit for drinking. The water in the C-51 canal is the same water that is infested with the toxins that entered the city of West Palm Beach's drinking supply. It's toxic. And people need to know this.
Thank you very much.
Hi there. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm Becky Harris from Stuart, Florida. My address is 1075 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard. I live on the St. Lucie River. I also brought my dog Pandora, but I wasn't allowed to bring her up here. But she is a microcystin poisoning survivor. She was, can't see anything without these. She was one of 6 dogs who all lived on the St. Lucie River and who became deathly ill from the blue-green algae that came from the LACO discharges in 2018. 1 dog died. It's all documented in this study, which I'm going to leave with you all. This study was in toxins. For decades, the St. Lucie River community has been plagued with disgusting algae discharges. It stinks, it's toxic, and we now know it's deadly. These dogs are the canaries in our coal mine, and unfortunately, this is happening in your community. I was going to talk about Bella, but I'm so glad that Pam showed up. She was nervous. She's sad. She just lost her dog. I know how she feels. What I want to point out is I also have for you all is the analysis from Greenwater Labs. And I quote what is important on there is that the levels of microcystin detected in the vomit sample were substantially high enough to have caused intoxications. The McAfees are going to be sending their dog for a necropsy. Unfortunately, they watched their dog suffer, as did Finn, who was the dog that died in Stewart. Liver failure is terrible. The dogs bleed out. So they will be sending their dog for a necropsy, and either she or I will be back to give you those results. I think she didn't mention this, but there's pictures of the canal. Could you imagine living behind that, having liver and neurotoxins in your backyard? I mean, this stuff is lethal. Microcystin has been found miles from the source as it becomes airborne. These backyards, like mine, are full of liver and neurotoxins. You, West Palm, now have your canary in your coal mine. And you, the commissioners, have a chance to speak up and protect your constituents. I know this board and your congresswoman are concerned about water supply in regards to Losum, and I absolutely appreciate that. But Plan BB isn't going to get rid of this. This board needs to recommend the improved version of Plan CC to the Army Corps. Plan CC is good for all of Florida. It benefits the northern estuaries, including your Lake Worth Lagoon. It sends more water to Florida Bay and the Everglades, and it does allow for adequate water supply for all. I encourage this board to unite with your neighbors to the north, the west, the south.
Your time is up. Thank you very much.
And support the improved plan. Thank you.
Thank you. Your time is up.